Well, Timothy Mitchell, who is Professor of Middle Eastern Studies at Columbia University, now joins me on the line from New York. Timothy, we heard James there describing one oil route's impact on local communities and their ability to determine their own fate. I mean, your work looks at the global picture in terms of the relationship between oil and democracy in the 20th century. And you say we can't
the evil of the
understand
Western
this
world
relationship without first looking at the history of coal. Explain that link.
Yes, it's an interesting comparison to make because we associate oil with wars, but we produce as much coal today in the world as we do oil, and yet we don't make the same association between that other source of energy and violence. And if you go back in history, in fact, to about 100 years or so, to the Second Industrial Revolution, and the rise of forms of industry enormously dependent on the production of coal.
Now, what I'm on about is us, the West's insatiable desire to rate the world for its material well-being and kill indiscriminately for it. I'm a Christian, right? As far as I'm concerned, every single hair on the head of your fellow man is precious and special. If you're attacked on one cheek, turn the other cheek. And we, the West, have lost the plot on the subject. Utterly lost the plot. As a Christian, I insist on being a simple Christian. To try and just see the world simply as it is. Love God first. Love your neighbor as yourself. Just a simple little old Christian.
Yes, very much so, and that was true even at the very beginning of the 20th
Radio
century.
4, good thing, actually.
Winston Churchill converted the British Navy from coal to oil was because he was dealing with the South Wales coal mines and wanted an alternative source of energy so he wouldn't have to give in to their demands.
Oh, those naughty old South Wales miners. They do write a good hymn, though.
Of course, it comes out of the ground as well.
Best one. Guide me, oh, thy great Jehovah, lead me through this barren land. It's too slow. I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thy powerful hand. Bread of heaven, see. I'm a Christian, okay? I'm in chains to God.
It's often said, well, this is just the vast sums of money which oil generates, and this money corrupts. But you want to argue that we need to get closer to oil itself, in other words, to understand why it closes down democratic possibilities. Can you expand on that?
Yes, as you say.